Hello viewer, welcome back to the satellite communication lecture series. This is the 7th part of my lecture. Today we will discuss about the transmission theory and link design of the satellite communication. Before going into the detailed calculation, we will discuss about a few very basic things. For the sake of calculation, we are taking the signal source is the point source, and it is also isotropic source. It is radiating in all the 4 pi solid angle. Then it is an equivalent source, because in ideal condition it may not exist. So the equivalent thing we will take into account. And let us assume that the power radiated from the source, the equivalent isotropic power is EIRP equal to PT watts. So the incident flux density F equal to PT divided by the area of the total area of the or total surface area of the sphere having the radius r, that is the distance from the isotropic source to the point of the receiving antenna. So the flux density F is equal to PT divided by 4 pi r square watt per square meter. Power received by an ideal antenna with area A square meter. So the received power PR equal to flux density multiplied by the area of the antenna is equal to PTA divided by 4 pi r square watt. This much power is accepted by the receiving antenna, and that power PR is fed to the receiver, the low noise amplifier of the receiver. This is the same scheme. It is the equivalent thing is shown. This area is A square meter and flux density F also one can calculate out, PT by 4 pi r square, and the total power received equal to F into A equal to PTA divided by 4 pi r square. So the source is isotropic source and equivalent isotropic source it is. This is the actual layout, how the signal is propagated from the satellite antenna to the receiving antenna at the earth station. So if we assume here EIRP equal to PT, and if the transmitting antenna have the gain GT, so the EIRP after the antenna it is becoming PTGT, and if this antenna has the loss factor LTA, loss of the transmitting antenna, so this EIRP PTGT is coming out from the antenna and propagating through the atmosphere and many other obstacles on the way, and through the ionosphere, gas molecules scattering and all those things are there. So atmospheric loss also is there. So just to travel such a large distance, there will be a path loss, and when it will pass through atmosphere, there will be the atmospheric loss on the way. Then it will be accepted by the Earth station receiving antenna, having the gain GR, and it is also having a loss LRA. Power received at the input of the LNA will be PR. Let us do some estimation and do some equivalent geometry to do the calculation. Let the transmitting antenna is a point where from this PT is coming out, EIRP PT is coming out. Source illuminated an area A0. It is taken as an arbitrary area A0 where the receiving antenna is placed. So this receiving antenna having the area AR. The power density over this area will be PT divided by A0. PT divided by A0. Let AR the effective area of the receiving antenna. The power incident on the antenna would be PR is equal to PT AR divided by A0. PT by A0 into AR. The gain of the transmitting antenna, if it is GT, GT we defined as the ratio of the illuminated area by an isotropic antenna to that illuminated by the antenna under consideration. So it is GT is equal to 4 pi R square divided by A0. Here from we can calculate out by substituting A0 by 4 pi R square by GT. We get PR is equal to PT AR GT divided by 4 pi R square, where R is the distance between the transmitting and the receiving antenna. So this is the equivalent geometrical scheme, geometry of the radio link. Equation of basic transmission theory. From the very basic principle, the gain of the antenna G is equal to, this is the general equation of the gain of the antenna, eta into 4 pi A divided by lambda square, where A is the aperture of the antenna, lambda is the operating wavelength, eta is the aperture efficiency. This is sometimes taken as 1 because it depends upon many things of the many parameters of the antenna, like how smooth it is, whether the surface is fully conducting or there are some insulating surface. So many factors will come into picture. That's why sometimes we take it as 1. Here gain of receiving antenna GR is equal to, from this equation, substituting eta equal to 1, 4 pi AR divided by lambda square. Eta is substituted by 1, efficiency 1. Hence, power received by the receiving antenna PR is equal to PT AR GT divided by 4 pi D square as it is calculated earlier, is equal to PT GT GR multiplied by lambda by 4 pi R whole to the power 2. This is an essential equation for calculating power received in any radio link. This equation is called this transmission equation. So the power received by the receiving antenna at that station is equal to PT GT GR multiplied by lambda divided by 4 pi R whole to the power 2. This is very important equation. Link budget, equation of basic transmission equation. This is the basic transmission equation from where we can have the link budget. What are the parameters will come in picture during the propagation of the wave. Overall received power PR is equal to what are the things will come in picture, that is the EIRP of the transmitting antenna. So where from the energy isotropical source, this energy is radiating, that EIRP, that is the PT, plus gain of the receiving antenna. What are the loss factor? What are the loss factor? Loss factor is the path loss, LP. Then is the atmospheric loss, A, LA. Then is the receiving antenna loss and transmitting antenna loss. So there are the at least 4 loss factor: LP, LA, LTA, and LRA. If we calculate out the power in decibel and decibel watt, then the factors will be mutually additive and subtractive. So L is the attenuation loss, LP is the path loss, which is equal to 4 pi r divided by lambda whole square. This is the path loss. LTA is the loss in transmitting antenna, and LRA is the loss in receiving antenna. So this is the link budget equation where all those factors are taken into account. So this EIRP is calculated from the previous formula, and the other gain and loss factor are taken into account. This is the link budget equation. G by T ratio for earth station. So we have got PR equal to PTGTGR multiplied by lambda divided by 4 pi r all to the power 2. R is the distance between the two antennas. If there is the white noise, then the power of the white noise can be calculated as KTSB, where K is the Boltzmann constant, TS is the noise temperature, and B is the bandwidth. So Pn equal to KTSB is the noise power, and PR is the received power at the receiving antenna. Then the ratio between these two will give you the signal to noise ratio, PR by Pn equal to C by N is the information or signal divided by the noise. If we compute Pn, then we can get PTGTGR multiplied by lambda divided by 4 pi r all to the power 2 divided by KTSB. This can be simplified like this: the PTGT divided by KB. Then the path loss factor, we have isolated lambda divided by 4 pi r whole square. Then the left out figure is GR by TS. TS is the noise temperature and GR is the receiving antenna gain. So signal to noise ratio is proportional to GR by TS. So GR by TS is very much important. The term in the bracket are all constant. That's why you are isolated. So that is taken as the proportionality constant for a given satellite system. The ratio GR by TS or simply G by T in decibel per degree Kelvin. This is called the G by T ratio. This G by T ratio is very much important for the judgment of the quality of the station, gain of the receiving antenna, and the noise temperature. These two are most important factors which will qualify some earth station and which will judge how good is the earth station than the others. So G by T factor is very important. Okay, thank you viewers.